I just want to be happy. Have you ever noticed how strange that sentence is? I just want to be happy. It really sounds so simple because it's not becoming rich or famous or even becoming perfect. It's just happy. But somehow that's one of the hardest things to find. Because somewhere along the way, happiness stopped feeling like an emotion and it started feeling like a destination. Something that we tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get into this school, or I'll be happy when I move out, or I'll be happy when I lose weight. Win. There's always another win, another finish line, another version of life that's supposed to fix everything. But what happens when you finally get there? What happens when you reach the finish line and you're still not happy? I think a lot of us grow up believing happiness was something you earned. I know I did. If you worked hard enough, if you looked a certain way, if enough people liked you, if your life looked impressive enough from the outside, then happiness would finally arrive, like some reward that was waiting at the end of all of your suffering. But life doesn't work like that, because every achievement creates another expectation. Every goal unlocks another goal, and suddenly you're climbing a ladder that never actually ends. You keep telling yourself you're getting closer, but happiness keeps moving further away. It's like within your grasp, and it just slips away. Social media just makes this worse. Every day, we're watching people who seem happier than us. People traveling, laughing, falling in love, buying homes, starting businesses, living what looks like a perfect life. And even when we know it's curated, a tiny part of our brain still compares. It whispers, why doesn't my life look like that? Why am I struggling? What's wrong with me? But here's the thing I need everyone watching to know. People do not post the bad parts. Like, it's so cliche, but I promise you, people do not post the panic attacks before the vacation photo was taken. They don't record the silence after the party ends. They don't record the montage of feeling completely lost on a random Wednesday. We're comparing our real lives to someone's highlight reel. And that comparison, nobody wins. It's like the stupidest thing ever. I think what most of us are actually looking for isn't constant happiness. I think we're all looking for peace. Because happiness comes and goes. It's excitement, it's laughter, it's moments. But peace is different. Peace is waking up without feeling like you're already behind. Peace is not needing to prove your worth every single day. Peace is being okay with who you are, even when you're still becoming who you want to be. And honestly, that sounds a lot more realistic than chasing happiness every second of every day. Some of the happiest moments in my life weren't dramatic, they weren't life-changing, they weren't even planned. They were quiet, watching the sunset without checking my phone, laughing so hard with my friends that my stomach hurt, driving with no destination, making matcha in the morning, listening to music that somehow understood exactly how I felt. Tiny moments, the kind we usually ignore because we're too busy waiting for something bigger. Maybe, just maybe, happiness isn't hiding in some future version of your life. Maybe it's trying to get your attention this whole time. I also think we just put way too much pressure on ourselves to always be okay. Some days are just heavy. Some weeks you don't recognize yourself, and that's the part of being human. Not every chapter of your life is supposed to feel amazing. Trees don't bloom all year. The ocean isn't calm every day. Even the moon disappears sometimes. So why do we expect ourselves to always shine? You're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to feel lost. You're allowed not to have everything figured out. That doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're trying. You're showing up. You're still alive. And that's okay. Something I've been trying to remind myself lately is your life doesn't have to be extraordinary to be meaningful. We're constantly told to chase more success, more followers, more money, more productivity, more everything. But maybe the goal isn't more. Maybe it's enough. Enough rest, enough love, enough time with people who make you feel safe, enough moments where you can breathe without feeling guilty. Enough isn't settling. Sometimes enough is freedom. So, if you're like me and you've been thinking, I just want to be happy, maybe you should ask yourself a different question. Maybe we need to reframe our mindset. Instead of thinking, how do I become happier? Ask yourself, what keeps stealing my peace? What keeps taking my energy? Maybe it's comparison. Maybe it's perfectionism. Maybe it's constantly trying to impress people who are never paying attention in the first place. Sometimes happiness doesn't come from adding something to your life. Sometimes it comes from letting something go. I don't know. I'm still figuring all of this out too. I don't think anyone ever fully knows anything, to be honest. But I know one thing. You don't have to wait until your life is perfect before you allow yourself to enjoy it. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to earn love. You definitely don't have to become someone else before you're worthy of happiness. Maybe happiness isn't a place you arrive. Maybe it's something you accidentally find one day while you're busy living. So today, go outside, call someone you miss, listen to your favorite song, drink your matcha slowly or coffee, watch the sky change colors, take a deep breath. Life isn't always beautiful, but sometimes it quietly is. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough. And if nobody has told you this recently, I hope you find peace before perfection. I hope you stop measuring your life against everyone else's. And I hope one day you realize that the person you've been waiting to become has been enough all along.